Alrighty guys, and welcome back to a brand new video. And today we are doing a Houston Rockets draft lottery rebuild in NBA 2K25 with the 10th overall pick in the NBA draft. So obviously you guys voted on the community tab, and I think we all know who the Rockets could look to take at this pick if he's still on the board. But by the way these draft lottery rebuilds have gone so far, he is still on the board. And the guy we drafted is Knueppel out of Duke. 6'7" guy, could shoot the ball really nice. We also got Javon Smalls in the second round. But Knueppel, honestly, we all know how the draft went at this point, or the draft lottery rebuilds. We just did a Derek Queen to the Raptors. So I think Knueppel, if he's obviously the best player there, the Rockets could take him. I feel like his shooting on the Rockets could be just amazing, and it'd just be a great fit with him in the Rockets. That's why I did wait out to take him. I think he'd be a great fit with Houston. I'm not gonna lie. And then we have about like three more teams left to, I guess four more teams. We have four more teams left to do. So what do you guys think will go 11, 12, 13, and 14? We'll put a community tab out later tonight whenever this video is uploaded. But yeah, Knueppel, obviously. What did the mock draft have us taken? Because then it will be interesting. Will Riley, okay, that's never happened. And Nolan Shorey, so yeah, Will Riley, Nolan Shorey, that's never going to happen. Pecan Knueppel and Javon Smalls, welcome to Houston. And obviously, with the rest of the team, Ahmad Thompson, we're going to accept. Tari Eason, we're going to accept. Jabari Smith, we're going to accept. Fred VanVleet. We're going to decline that team option, honestly, because I really think that we decline it, we can get it for cheaper if we even want to bring it back. And then Aaron Holiday, I think, will decline as well. But I definitely think we can get Fred VanVleet back for a lot cheaper than he's asking for. And then David Roddy's qualifying offer. So heading into free agency, this team could also make a big trade. So we got Tate, Jeff Green, and Roddy. I don't think we're bringing any of these guys back. So we have Reed Shepard, Javon Small, Jalen Green, Kendall Whitmore, Dylan Brooks. We got Knueppel. I kind of want to start Knueppel right off the bat over Dylan Brooks. Probably. We'll see. He's going to develop. I know that. We got Ahmed Thompson, Tari Eason, and Jabari Smith Jr. We got Şengün and Jock Landale. So obviously the reason why this team probably lost in 7 last year to the Warriors because of their lack of star power. And I definitely think Jalen Green's a chance it could get traded off him. But honestly, I haven't heard much about Jalen Green possibly getting traded. I heard one rumor about the Rockets trading somebody, but it wasn't Jalen Green. It was Alfred Şengün. Apparently they're willing to trade Şengün for Giannis, but not Jalen Green for Giannis, which really makes no sense. I think what we'll do is we'll move Ahmed Thompson to the point guard position or shooting guard. We could probably move Jalen Green to point guard. Never mind. So we'll move Ahmed Thompson to point guard. He's going to progress. Ahmed Thompson is the featured star of this video. Him and Knueppel, they develop really nicely. That'll be huge. Secondary position, I guess, could be his position he played before, power forward. So we'll do that. Do we want to re-sign Fred VanVleet or just want to roll Reed Shepard? I don't know. It's interesting. That's good to think of. I think I also want to re-sign Adams. And there's a lot we can do, honestly, right now. Adams, we don't have restrictions on, though. We could probably sign somebody that won't regress, though. I think we'll let Steven Adams go, actually, now I think about it. We could bring him back for one more year. How many players do we have on our team? 12. So really re-sign Fred VanVleet. That's what we'll probably be looking at here. I actually don't know. We could and we can't. But I think Jabari will start at power forward next year. Jock Landale isn't my ideal starting center, so I guess if anything, we get a new one. And Luke Cornett's interesting. Drummond is always a good backup 5 to sign. Daron Sharp could probably be a better Steven Adams for the future. I don't hate that, getting Daron Sharp as a backup center, so you could get that. Or Fred VanVleet. I think I'm going to bring them both back. So we're going to see if we can sign Daron Sharp, and I'm going to see if I can possibly sign Fred VanVleet as well for like, I don't want to honestly, $11 million for like 2 years, probably the best I can get, honestly, because he might be traded out the trading line. I expect him to be regressed, so we'll re-sign him, and we're not probably like David Roddy has a qualifying off. He could come back, but everybody else could probably go. Never mind, I should offer more. The Brooklyn Nets matched me, but Fred VanVleet will re-sign. I completely forgot about them having the availability. Man, you can sign Clint Capella, bring him back to Houston. But at this point, I really think we go for a different center here. Maybe it's like on a 1-year deal or something. So, no, screw. Let's resign Steven Adams. We get Steven Adams for the minimum 1-year deal. We'll bring it back. I mean, why not, right? And let's go to play progression. So, I'm going to not make a trade yet. We could, obviously, we could talk to the Brooklyn, not the Brooklyn Nets, the Milwaukee Bucks about a Giannis trade. That'll probably be the only trade I do now. I think this team's going to be relatively good. Obviously, Jalen Green, another superstar I want the future. Like, the only way is they can possibly get Giannis into the team. That's the only way I consider trading all my assets now, because we have all these Suns pick in the future. We have this Nets pick, I think. So I don't know though. But all right, will we start off in Giannis trade look like? I doubt they say yes to this, but it's still something to think of. So we can trade him. We can trade Brooks, and then give you guys this pick in 2026, the Suns pick, his future pick, and then give them four. I guess we got from the young guys. Well, what about? I was gonna say Cam Whitmore, but what about then I'll give you guys Reed Shepard as well. I doubt they say yes to this, as they don't. So yeah, that's probably my best package. I actually have an idea we could possibly do at the deadline. And yes, it is a superstar, and yes, it would be considered. It would probably have us trade away Jalen Green at the trading line, which I'm fine with. Jalen Green is probably not the guy I'd roll with to the future if I'm Houston, man. That's why they didn't lock themselves in him. They only gave him like a 3-year deal. He's under contract for 2 more years, but. Yeah, Ahmed Thompson at point guard, Jalen Green, Dylan Brooks, Jabari, Şengün, Tari Eason, Cameron Whitmore, Fred VanVleet, Jock Landale, and Knueppel's only getting 10 minutes off the bench, which sucks. I'm going to play it more in the rotation, though. I'm give it more minutes over Jock Landale in the rotation. So we'll do that. Then I expect his minutes to get open up once we make this trade at the trade line. We're probably going to do, but I'll see you guys most likely at the trade line, like I said. 9 and 22, so like we probably aren't contenders yet. We could be better than this. I think we can be definitely better than this. Player stats though, so we had about 21 from Green, but honestly, he's been averaging around these numbers his whole career. So I don't know. He isn't bad, but we want him to be a superstar for us. And Jalen Green can't be a number one option. We all know what they were lacking in the playoffs, and that was superstar talent. So part of me does want to trade him now. Like I said, I don't. I do actually. I mean, 21 point there, 7-3 isn't bad, by any means. But I don't know. I'm gonna see if there's like anybody that would be intriguing for us to possibly go after. So I did say I have an idea, and I was actually getting Kevin Durant possibly, on this team. I feel like he'd be perfect for what we need right now. But I don't know. 37 years old. You probably have to get somebody younger than that. That's why I think Giannis is an option. Like I said, maybe we can have the Bucks. They're selling, so like I said, there's a chance Giannis will be available. But I want to keep looking though. I like the idea of him, Jaylen Brown, reunite him with Ime Udoka would be really interesting. I'm not gonna lie with you, but I don't really think Jaylen Brown could be a number one guy. We're looking for like a number one guy that we can spend all our assets on and make us contenders. So LaMelo Ball is definitely a number one guy. They're rebuilding, and he would probably be available at this point. They're terrible. But let's look at other players as well. I said LaMelo Ball, Anthony Davis. I wouldn't consider him a number one. Well, if I'm looking, we need a superstar, like a really good player. And KD and LaMelo are my two favorite options. That and Giannis will be my dream scenario. I think we go for him first. I'm gonna see if I get Giannis on this team. Obviously, we're probably gonna offer a lot. So Green, Reed Shepard. So we'd have to throw Reed Shepard in there. It sucks, but we're gonna have to trade. He's not getting minutes for us anyway. So him, Reed Shepard. I'm gonna see if I keep Jabari and Eason at the trade. I'd love to, but I don't know if that'll be possible. Now that we're gonna have Kevin Durant, we're probably gonna have to trade at least one of them. And man, it really would suck if we did. But I said, now that we're getting Giannis, not Kevin Durant. Now we're getting Giannis comes in the building. Think you might have to trade Jabari Smith out the door as well. So Green, Reed Shepard, Jabari is a lot to give up, but Giannis, you can't really. And this will be my best offer. We'll throw this 2026 pick and this 2027. So we get that Suns pick, and then we give them our 2029 protected as well. Giving up a lot, but they have a bunch of minimums. So that's one thing we can be grateful about. So he can just give me 2 minimum contracts. Chris Livingston. Could it be somebody else with less value? You guys possibly need Pat Connaughton. Okay, we could do that instead. So Giannis, Pete Nance, and Pat Connaughton for Jalen Green, Reed Shepard, Jabari, and 3 protected first round picks. For Giannis, this would be my best offer for him. Let's offer it. They are so close. They're actually really close to agreeing to me. Maybe it's Chris Livingston instead. Maybe was that it? Dude, they are honestly so close to agreeing to this trade. So, what else could we do on there? Could we do like Whitmore instead of Reed Shepard. This will probably get it done. This would be a lot to give up, but Giannis would be a superstar we want, right? So yeah, we're gonna offer this, and then we'll offer Cameron Whitmore instead. We'll offer this 2020 2030 unprotected for Giannis. They agree. Giannis Antetokounmpo is a Houston Rockets. So Rockets fans, you guys got your superstar. You had to give up a lot, but you can't tell me that's not worth it. So our lineup now would have Nate Williams starting. Dylan Brooks is ice cold right now, but I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and do something. We're gonna move Tari Eason to shooting guard. He stays the same. He's 6'8". I think we can move him to shooting guard, man. He can play small forward as well. I know I think it's a position, but reason why I'm fine with doing this, he's averaging 12.6 rebounds. Obviously an amazing defender, and he's shooting 40% from three, a career high. So he'd be a perfect fit next to Ahmed Thompson. And then obviously the bench takes a hit, but we got to keep Reed Shepard, which is nice. So, well, new rotation. So we can consider Dylan Brooks also. We got Ahmed Thompson, Tari Eason, Dylan Brooks, Giannis Antetokounmpo, Alfred Şengün. Then what I'm hoping is we trade Brooks in the offseason, and then we start Knueppel as small forward. He'd be the perfect fit next to Giannis, and then all the other guys. What I'm hoping for. Vivian Vliet, Jack Landale, Knueppel, Reed Shepard, and then David Roddy enters off rotation. But we'll go a 9-man rotation at this point. We don't need to play anybody else, and then I'll see how at the end of the season. The bench will be upgrading the offseason, but the Bucks get what they needed, and we got what we needed. See you guys at the end of the season. Jokic is your MVP. Ricky Adair, Cooper Flag, six-man James Harden. We did have Defensive Player of the Year going to Giannis Antetokounmpo. Most improved goes to Ahmed Thompson. Wouldn't say it's really most improved numbers. Kind of was, worse numbers, but I'll take it. I guess Devin Booker, clutch player. I did look at Booker as well, but I don't really see if it would be worth it to trade Jalen Green for Devin Booker, honestly. I think I did that before and it just didn't work out. We finished off as the 5th seed, though. So we had a respectable record, obviously. So we won 50 games, so 50-32. The West was stacked, so I guess I can't be mad at that. So player stats, though, we had about we had about 27 from Giannis, 19 from Alfred Şengün, 14 from Thompson. We had 12 from Tari Eason. He shot 38% from three, so went down a little bit. 10 from Dylan Brooks, 7 from Knueppel. He'll be starting next year. So him and Reed Shepard are going to have to develop really nicely because we're going to be making some trades in the offseason. The starting five will most likely stay the same instead of Khan being in the rotation, obviously. But 8-man rotation, bench utilization will be pushed down because the bench obviously isn't that great. Did that kick out somebody in the rotation? It kicked out Reed Shepard. I do want to get him playing time, but might not be able to play him now I look at it. But now we got Minnesota around one. So hoping it be the Timberwolves. Game 1, they're going to take. I wouldn't be mad if we lose here, but I would be mad if we get swept, which we lose in 5. Okay. Honestly, that was expected. Once we upgrade the team and make the team fit a little bit more around what we're looking for right now, we'll be good. Trust me. So draft lottery, won't have a 2026 pick in this draft. We went all in for Giannis, so which I'm fine with, honestly. I'm completely cool with that. Staff signing Udoka will remain the head coach, but losing around 1 again definitely stings. So okay, Şengün, Giannis, good front court. We need to upgrade the bench. So I think we trade Dylan Brooks away. He wasn't terrible for us, 10.38% from 3. But I feel like now what we're looking for, he doesn't really fit it, man. He doesn't really fit it. He was pretty bad for us in the playoffs if you look at it. And if we could trade him for a better forward, that's kind of what I'm looking for. Or not a better forward, because we've started Knueppel, but if we can trade him away for something better, like maybe a better backup center, that would help us out a ton. But if we throw him and Jock Landale in the trade final, what would that give me? So, do we need Quinn Grimes? Meaning, I don't know. I'm looking for somebody to help us off the bench. So, Kobe White could be a really interesting player. Be our 6th man. You get Tamani Kamara. If this was Tamani Kamara and Jeremy Grant, I would definitely look at that. Quickly and Jakob Poeltl. Jakob Poeltl could be a really good backup. Quickly's contract is a little too great. We could pair the Thompson twins together, which is a really, really fun idea. But really, that would not be good for this video. I'm not allowed to use. So Washington and Gafford. Gafford is what I'm looking at, but Washington isn't really that good. You kind of get the gist of what I'm looking at, though, right? Like 2 players that can help me out. So Okongwu will be getting us a really good center, but Jalen Wells, Ben Simmons, close, but the closest we got is this trade. If we could take out Jeremy Grant and damn it, Robert Williams is a free agent. Damn, that would have been probably a perfect fit. Maybe we can work out a signing trade. We'll look at free agency for our options. We'll have a second round pick though, so we can take Kenyon Catchings, Bryson Tilley. We'll take Bryson Tilley with this pick. We'll also have another second. Brandon Garrison. So we'll draft these two guys. 2AU, and I guess draft you. So we're gonna accept Livingston and Smalls. I think we could probably use them in a trade. Thompson, Tari Eason, David Roddy. So free agency, we have Tari Eason's a free. We have to re-sign him, obviously, but we'll do that in a second. But after, I do want to make the trade really quick. If we could do their trade, the Minnesota Timberwolves. This trade is all about money for them. They honestly, they give me Dante DiVincenzo, a good backup point guard, shooting guard off the bench, and then we can also get Naz Reid to play power forward for us. This would be a perfect trade. It's all about money. If they want to really pay Naz Reid 20, I'll be willing to pay this Naz Reid 21 million. But we can do this trade. They let us get expirings. They get off of Naz Reid and DiVincenzo's contract. We give them all of this. We can even give them like Chris Livingston to make them say yes. What do they say? They agree. Just like that. We got Dante DiVincenzo and Naz. Like I said, all about the money at this point, man. So I'm completely fine with the trade we just done. That's actually a great trade for us, man. I know they just beat us in the playoffs and all, but DiVincenzo could play shooting guard, backup shooting guard, and then Naz Reid either play center or power forward. But now it's time to re-sign Tari Eason, and he's not asking for that much money, so we can pay him this 28 million flat rate 4 years. And I also saw we can sign like Robert Williams in free agency. I saw that. I don't know if we can still sign him after what we're about to do, but I really like him off the bench. I like his fit off the bench for us. He'd be a good player to have on this team. So 14 million flat rate. We'll see if we can get Tardis, and this would be and Robert Williams would be the perfect offseason if we could land both, which we could. So we got the MLE to land both, as we'll absolutely take. This offseason is going perfect. So Nasri go to power forward. So we love that. And Robert Williams would be the backup center. So honestly, this rebuild has couldn't have gone more perfect. We'll have Knueppel starting at small forward, and then we could probably like sign a backup small forward or something. But I honestly think we're good just the way we are. So Matisse Thybulle, if he's the best option, honestly, we'll get it to a minimum contract. So, or we could move David Roddy to small forward instead and just not sign Thybulle, which we could probably sign them both for extra depth. So who cares unless 14 players. So yeah, David Riley back as qualifying offer. I'll have him play small forward instead. I love how this is going so far. Giannis is going down, but he's only at 96. Thompson is up. Şengün is up. DiVincenzo, Knueppel will have a huge role starting this year. And then David Roddy will be our starting or backup small forward, obviously. So it says, no, it says it's going to start. He's not going to start. All right. So, and then Van Vliet will be gone next year. It's $11 million. So, okay. I should have made it a 1+1 deal, not a 2-year deal. That was the only mistake I probably should have done. But okay, Giannis, Nasri, DiVincenzo. We're making some really good moves, man. I did not expect the Timberwolves to agree to that, but I'm just making moves, man, and it's honestly working. So we got Ahmed Thompson, Tari Eason, Anurag Knueppel, Giannis, Şengün, Nasri, Robert Williams, DiVincenzo. Don't run an rotation and get Reed Shepard in there. That does leave out David Roddy, which I'm fine with at this point, and then I absolutely love how this is looking like so far. Shot Tennessee, Giannis. I do want to have a 99 shot. See, Ahmed Thompson. If he could be the number 2 guy, him and Giannis both attacking the paint, that honestly sounds like a dream come true. And then Şengün's could be pushed down just a little bit. Tari Eason, and then yeah, I absolutely love how this is looking like. I'll see you guys. What about Knueppel? Knueppel is a 69. I'm gonna push that up to like 80 because I want him taking shots as well. And then, like I said, Şengün is going to take a much. So all of this is going so far. I'll see you guys at the end of the season. I can definitely see Houston being crowned the NBA champion this year. We'll see. B is your MVP. Knueppel, one of the most improved players. Exactly what we wanted him to be. A really good shooter, shooting 36%. That could get better. I'm fine with that, but most improved player is great. That was expected. We're the number 1 seed, so things worked out exactly as planned. 21, 22 from Ahmed Thompson, so he's finally developing into that guy. We extended him as well to the max, obviously, what he was asking for. I decided to just pay him now before we would ask for a lot more later after the playoffs. 20 from Giannis. We had about 16 from Shango. We have a bunch of guys that can score the ball for us, man. It's exactly what I wanted. So we've rebuilt this team into a championship contender. So Rockets, this is what you guys probably want as a good. I want to start DiVincenzo at the 2, which I don't hate, but I like the idea of Tari starting a little more. We could go 8-man rotation, but I like Reese for shooting in the play. I think that could be. Actually, he's not shooting his best. Only 29% from 3. And 29% is obviously below average. And shooting isn't the shooting his like best thing he does. Like I remember shooting being one of the things he did the best, but I guess not. I guess it's not, man. Oh, this mean a trade could be on the horizon for Reed Shepard before he asks for a lot of money. I don't know. We'll see. We got Los Angeles in round 1, so Luca, Reeves, Connect, Jaren Jackson, Clint Capella, Robinson. I'm gonna lie, this team is actually solid. Tori Abusele, Shake Melton. This team is actually solid, dude. We could lose. I ain't gonna lie. We could lose this team. I don't know. Hope not. Yeah, obviously. And they have Luca and Jaren Jackson. We're gonna even it up. They're up 2-1. I knew this was gonna be a trap series. We're down 3-2. If we lose, Emi Udoka has to go. I know the players like him and stuff, but if we lose, Emi Udoka has to go. I hope we don't lose to this. I'm a Lakers fan, obviously. I'd love this to happen in real life, but we're rebuilding the Rocks today, man. So I hope this doesn't happen. 130 to 115 victory. Now we're in a game 7 back in H-Town. So we'll see if we can get the job done. Right now we have the lead. It's back and forth scoring game. Lakers have it, and they're going to run away with it. How unlucky can we be? We just lost in round 1 to a playing team. Connect, Luca, Reeves. This sucks. I mean, this really sucks. That team was good, but the Mavericks were eliminated. We literally had a shot going to the finals to beat them. This honestly, this sucks, man. It sucks. We could have beat this Nuggets team. As now we got the Hornets and the Spurs. The Spurs are going to win it all. The Spurs are going to be scary for the future. And now we have to worry about what we're going to do in the offseason. Emi Udoka, he's on the hot seat, man. He has to go. Draft. I don't even think we have a pick, but Udoka, your ratings are good and stuff, but we need to move on, man. Things have just not worked out with you, and we need somebody to blame it on, and we're going to hold you accountable. If we can get Nick Nurse, I'm going to offer him a contract. Tyronn Lue will be nice. We have a high-ass budget, so maybe we get one of these guys. Will Hardy, Willie Green, Udoka's here. We're not going to re-sign him, obviously, but honestly, if we can't get one of those guys, we're probably cooked. We're not going to get Nick Nurse, so Nick Nurse, we pay him the bag, we get him. So we got our coach, high budget. We have the 21st pick in the draft from Brooklyn, which I guess we use. But I said Reed Shepard, if he doesn't develop a three-point shot really, really soon, he could definitely be traded really soon. But I'm probably not, unless we could probably get a upgrade over like Robert Williams in the 21st overall pick. That's the only thing I'll probably do. But at this point, I'm fine with it. Just drafting because I really don't care at this point. So Claxton and SEK Wallace is here. I don't know why. 29% from 3 is probably why right there. But Trey Murphy, Nick Claxton, what is he doing in the season? Probably nothing better than Robert Williams. So we'll just keep Robert Williams drafted pick 21. So we got Jackson Richardson. He's the best player we could take. He's the best player we could take. So Jackson Richardson, 6'7" from Michigan State, 76 overall, welcome to the team. Nate Williams, Bryson Tilley's $4 million could be expendable. We're gonna accept that. What is good at Nate Williams at this point? We don't really need him on the team anymore. Giannis opts out of his player option, which, going from Milwaukee to losing back-to-back years in the finals isn't great. Hopefully, if we're not able to re-sign Giannis, this video just cooked, man. But I'm gonna offer him a contract as he wants to go into. I want to see him go low ball, but I just not how it's gonna work. We're gonna have to pay him the bag. Yeah, honestly, we might not have to pay him this much. Because how about this? Giannis, at least say yes to this, man. Giannis will sign with us, so we're Golden State. Okay, pay him as much as we possibly could. DiVincenzo is next, so we can give him like a 3-year deal, $13 million. The Van Vliet we're not to bring back, but these two guys are the only players I want back, so we'll be able to afford them both, and then. Probably we're really expensive now, which was expected. We locked ourselves into this team, honestly. And then Jax Richardson, if he could probably play like right away, small forward, 78 overall. So Jax Richardson could play right away for us if we let him develop. Only 18 years old. Next year, He'll 100% be in the rotation next year. Maybe he could eventually replace Vincenzo's role in the rotation. But I like this so far. Hopefully, Reed Shepard develops. Because if not, that'll definitely not be a good sign. So, Thompson, Şengün, Reed Shepard's a 83. His 3-point went up to an A minus. So, honestly, if he's not shooting above 35% from three in the deadline, because honestly, like I said, he's been terrible for us. It's the third. By the way, Reed Shepard was the third overall pick, man. He was really disappointing his first season, second season, and heading into his third season now, or no, heading into his fourth season, not looking the Brights are not looking too good. So we might have to trade their overall pick before we have to re-sign him in the offseason, and then we're cooked. But we'll probably go like probably 2 to 3 more years left on this rebuild. Thompson, Eason, Con Knueppel, Giannis, Şengün, Shepard, Naz Reid, Robert Williams, and Dante DiVincenzo is not rotation. So I'll see you guys now at the end of the season. Hopefully, we won't be stopping at the deadline. MVP. I decided against making any moves at the deadline. I don't know if that was a right or wrong move. We had about 20, 19, 16, 15, 14, 13. I know, like I said, shooting is an issue on this roster. We have a couple guys shooting above 35%. Only 3 guys actually know it's an issue. Um, Obviously, yeah, Tari is shooting 30%. It's not great, so he's definitely got to probably get traded in the offseason because he guess he's not a good simulation player either, man. He started off as a really good fit. I was starting to, and he just I don't know, just played trash. But okay, so maybe I don't know, maybe Khan grad or Khan could play the two, but I don't know. For now, I'm not really worried about that. I want to shrink our bench utilization down a ton. This is up like crazy. So all right. Now we got Utah in round one. I'd really appreciate if 2K doesn't give me another first round exit, but we are going to finally beat a team. If I know, yeah, San Antonio. So Trey Mann, they're starting point guard. Is he is. They are not starting Dylan Harper. They drafted Colin Murray Boyles with the 14th overall pick, which is interesting. We're going to take game one. We're also going to take game two. Once we watch Tari Eason as we lose again with Tari Eason. Tari Eason just cursed, man. He should not be in the starting five, I guess, because when he's in the starting five, we lose. But come on, man. Now we're down 3-2 after we was up 2-0. Like, we gotta start being serious for once. With the Rockets, I can never rebuild them right in 2K. There's always, I don't know. They just never work out in 2K, man. Even if we get Giannis, it still doesn't work out. We go to overtime and we lose. Freaking good. Get me out of the season, bro. You're just so annoying, man. Wimby, we couldn't stop him. But come on. We're just up to the freaking 0. Do the trade where we get Jalen Suggs. I'm also looking at Quentin Grimes as well. What is he doing for 2% from three? But I like to trade where we get Jalen Suggs and Dylan Mingo. So Jalen Suggs would be guys space 4 a lot better. Tari Eason and provide the same amount of defense, hopefully. No, Tari Eason's defense is insane at 2K, at least something we can take note of. But Jalen Suggs would be probably a better fit at this point than we need. So Jalen Suggs, welcome to the team. He'll slide right in. Of course, you go down on shooting guard. Of course, you go down your original position. Thanks for that, 2K. That helps a lot. But hopefully, you can just fit a lot better. Reed Shepard, Dylan Mingling have to slide to the 2. And then, like I said, I don't know, bro. Hopefully, that makes us better because I can't figure out nothing that'll work with this team. Like, absolutely nothing. But Khan, Bryson, Reed Shepard. But free agency, Reed Shepard is asking for, so he averaged 13 and a half. Really inefficient, but honestly, yeah, it's probably his career at this point. The inefficient player, Reed Shepard. I guess that's who he is, right? So re-sign him. Robert Williams, who I completely forgot about, but so we'll re-sign him as well. Maybe we get a upgrade from him as well if we need to. But I wonder if we possibly could. That would be my final move. Get a better backup than Robert Williams. That'd be the only thing we possibly could do at this point. So what if we trade him and Oakton and I don't know, first round pick 2029? Does that give me any Williams upgrade? For Robert Williams, Bryson Tilley, and a first round pick to Utah, they agree. So we get Kessler, be our backup center, it'll be an upgrade, and then that'll be our big move. Dylan Mingo's gonna have to slide to the 2 because can't have them both playing point guard. So we'll move to the 2. I do think he's more of a point guard than a shooting guard, but hey, Mingo's about point guard. And I'll see you guys at the end of the season. Ahmed Thompson is your MVP. So does that mean win a championship? Who knows? We are the number 1 seed once again. don't even care. I just want success in the playoffs. At least make it to the finals, right? But there you go, player stats. Here's the rotation. We're probably gonna go eight-man player, eight best players, and here we go. All right, we got Los Angeles in round one. So Ja Morant is their star. They have Nick Clifford. He isn't he in this 20? Yeah, he is in this draft class this year. Since Sabah was averaging 20 for them last year, they got Gigi Jackson, Vincent Zubac, Cameron Whitmore. He was in Milwaukee, then he went to Phoenix, and now he's in Los Angeles. Vanderbilt is here. They got Aaron Nesmith. So they got a pretty good team around Ja. We lose, I'm actually done. But leaving the video. Man, it's a pretty good video, man. I'm done. The Rockets just can't. The Rockets suck, dude. See you guys next time. Peace. Video off without crediting Knueppel here. He was a really good player for us, 17 and a half points, 43% from three. He's a really good shooter, and I think he'll be a really good player in the NBA, especially the Rockets with the 10th overall pick. And hopefully the Rockets don't do what I did. I don't know what we did wrong. But I'll see you guys next time. Peace. That honestly just ruined my freaking day. It pissed me off a lot. But see you guys next time. Peace.